It's Frank Bonada here, and joining me today is Taka Mhandu, who is set to make his promotional debut for Cage Warriors at the upcoming Dublin event. Taka, thank you for your time today. How's it going? How are you feeling ahead of this upcoming debut?
Thank you very much for your time, Frank. I appreciate it. Yeah, so the promotion debut for Cadro is finally en route. Feeling excited, man. You know what I mean? In the mid, at the midst of it now, I'm kind of in the middle of the wake up, so the
Mm.
energy's a bit low. But in terms of excitement, there's plenty of reserve energy left. So I'm kind of just buzzing to kind of finally get in there and finally put on the yellow gloves.
What's the vibe like out in Ireland right now? Because obviously this is probably one of the biggest Cage Warriors Island events we've had for a minute now.
Yeah, the buzz in Ireland is ridiculous at the minute. Now, the whole MMA community in the country is buzzing, and the atmosphere in the gym before was fighting. You know, we have four big fights on the card,
Yeah.
and the atmosphere in the gym has been incredible the last couple of months. You know, everyone's been really pushing each other, giving each other the best that we've got, and getting the best out of each other that we possibly can. So, expect four big performances from Team KF. So anyway, but yeah, I just know the whole Irish scene is buzzing for the Cage Warriors to finally come back to Dublin. You know, that's kind of like where most of the historic events happened over time. So I'm happy to be a part of it now, and happy to be part of the card. So hopefully there's another historic night in order for us anyway.
Yeah, no doubt. You mentioned the weight cut. You're a 6'1" bantamweight. I'm 6'1". I think if I went beneath 150 pounds, I would be in the hospital pretty quick. What is that weight cut like for you? And do you think your future is at this weight class, or do you reckon you're going to move up in the future?
Yeah, the weight cut's actually not bad to be honest with you.
Okay.
Like people expect it to be a lot worse for me, but I've done it quite a bit now, so kind of my body's used to it. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's weight cutting. Do you know what I mean? It's never going to be a fun time, but yeah, I'll make the weight cut comfortably enough. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's the big advantage that I have in the division being so tall and so rangy with such power. So yeah, I'm just going to keep it rolling for as long as I can. Do you know what I mean? The weight cuts do get too difficult for me, then obviously the featherweight division isn't too far a reach.
Mhm.
So like I'll probably end up moving up there further on in my career. But for now, I'm gonna stick to where I am. And like because I see the likes of like Aljamain Sterling and stuff like that. He'd be walking around at like 75 kilos and then he cuts down to 61. So I'm like, if he can do it, like I don't walk around anywhere near as heavy as he would. So if you can do it from there, I can definitely do it from where I'm walking around anyway.
Yeah, no doubt.
But for a
Um,
little
yeah. Uh, then in terms of your, I guess like actual pro debut, you're out there in South Africa with EFC, which in itself is a massive promotion. I guess almost similar to Cage Warriors' presence over here. EFC is similar out there. What was that experience like that fighting out there?
the experience getting to fight over there was incredible. Do you know what I mean? Getting to fly around the world
Yeah,
internationally of was a dream. So like it was one of them things, especially right from the get go. Do you know what I mean? Kind of getting
yeah.
picked up by after my amateur career. It was pretty sweet. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, getting to travel around, going to fancy hotels, getting my food paid for. Well, the food that I would be eating when I'm weight cutting anyway. But like, do you know
Mm,
what I mean? It was a good experience, and it was a great way to kind of just put me into the mindset of the traveling and just I to get myself acclimated to that kind of weird not away from home type of stuff because I fought in the UK before and fighting in South Africa was a completely different ball game. Do you know what I mean? 16-hour flight to get over there and just being in a completely different country, being in a completely different continent. So it was a great experience, you know what I mean? So that's something that I'll definitely hold to that'll hold to me in the future when I do get to the point where I'm fighting further away from the UK and like fighting in America and such places like that, and just kind of just having the experience underneath my belt is a very good it's a very good thing, especially so early on in my career.
mhm. Okay, let's talk about your upcoming opponent then, Benoit Blanc. Um, what's the initial read on him? Was he your initially scheduled opponent, or I know you were linked with Sam Kelly, but was that for a previous bout or
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So me and Sam Kelly were scheduled to fight in November, and then I
right,
got
right.
in. So so obviously I hadn't fought since then. So Benoit was the next fellow up now. So yeah, think Benoit is a very good opponent. Do you know what I mean? He's a good test for me. My Cadro's debut. It's 5-2. Good few finishes on his record, and he's not walking the park at all. So do you know what I mean? So I mean he's somebody that excites me. That kind of that gets me working properly. Do you know what I mean? So like. I have a lot of respect from him. I know I know he's gonna be a good competitor, but yeah, just I'm fully confident in myself, and I'm prepared for what he has to offer me. That's all I kind of got on him now.
Mm. I mean, in an ideal world, what's the sort of route to victory against this guy?
In an ideal world, I'm gonna knock him out. Yeah, I just feel like I'm too big, I'm too strong, too fast. I know it's a cliche thing to say, but I'm literally all of those things. And yeah, I think when you see the height difference between me and him on the weigh-ins on Friday, it's like that statement I just made there will become a lot more evident, just bigger, stronger, faster, and then you're gonna see the faster and stronger when we get into the cage.
Sounds like the promo for The Rock. Um, uh, um, so in terms of your Cage Warriors career now, you're finally here. People have sort of been waiting to see you put those yellow gloves on for a while now.
Mhm.
Um, First of all, what's the contract like? Are you sticking around for a while, or is it like a one-off?
No, no, I have a 5 fight contract with them,
Nice.
yeah. So for a while, yeah. So obviously, Cage Warriors is a proven route to the UFC, and that's my ultimate goal. So,
Yeah.
it's a multi-fight contract with them, so it's 5 fights with them. So you're going to be seeing me around for at least a solid year, yeah.
Perfect. Do you have a set plan for your like a long-term plan for your career?
Yeah, the long-term plan obviously would be ultimately the UFC title and stuff like that. So my more short to medium range goals now at the moment are the Cage Warriors belts,
Mm.
in the, and then obviously to get somebody UFC, and then the longer term goals would be obviously the UFC champion and stuff like that. But like I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm taking it one fight at a time. I made the mistake of putting myself like too far ahead in the future, and then I have to deal with what's in front of me,
Mm.
and it didn't go out it didn't go out the way I wanted it to happen. So now I'm kind of just going on more of a fight by fight basis and kind of eliminating one obstacle as it comes.
Got you. And obviously preparing you for all of these fights as Team KF. Nothing but good things coming out from that camp right now. Yeah, talk to me about the sort of the team you've got there and how it's helping you progress your MMA career.
Yeah, like obviously over the last year or two, there's a lot of controversy with the gym and stuff like that, or not even controversy, just drama. Do you know what I mean? So like it was just kind of nice that like all that dust is settled and we're all moving on to bigger, better things now. And just the vibe in the gym has been absolutely unreal, since that happened then. And I feel like obviously there's an adjustment period for a while, but now that the dust is really fully settled, you're gonna see the kind of the best coming out of the gym now. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna see a more evolved level of fighter coming out of the gym, and I think with this Saturday night, it's going to be pretty evident the difference between us and everybody else in Europe. Because I think everyone has an idea and everyone knows about KF, and everyone thinks they know, but like I think Saturday night we're really going to solidify that kind of status. I know we don't have guys in the UFC, yes, but I think with the level of competitors we're fighting and the amount of people that are coming in now, since like James and obviously the other fella, you're gonna see there's gonna be a lot more talent coming through. So I'm looking forward to being Saturday night, being one of those lads that are gonna kind of show the levels that are coming through the gym. So it's very exciting times. Everybody's on top form. All the lads are kind of ready to rock. Some of the biggest fights of their careers now are going to be had on Saturday, and it's going to be now looking at it. It's going to be we're looking forward to it and stuff like that. But I'm kind of thinking of it as in hindsight as well. Kind of been thinking like this is going to be one of them nights that we worked from the beginning, like so hard to get. Like we worked so hard from the beginning to get to where we are now. That like it's going to be bittersweet now when that night's over. But obviously, it's on the night. It's going to feel great. But just the fact that it's over and all the lead up and build up and stuff like that's come to leading up to it. Has been great. So I'm gonna miss the kind of crack that we had leading up to it. So that's kind of the thing. But obviously, like you know yourself with MMA, there's always the next fight, there's always the next obstacle, a next opponent. So just literally just picking it up. So picking it up from exactly where we left off and going from there.
Mm-hmm. Um, Talking of picking that up, when are you hoping to get back in there then? Like, what's the actual set plan for 2023?
Yeah, so I'm looking to like I get this one out of the way, and then my teammate James Webb is fighting in London.
Yeah.
First, so I'm gonna look to get myself onto that card, and then just stay active this year. So because I know they're doing another Dublin card in November, so I'll
Mm.
definitely be on that as well. So my goal was to get three in this year, and I think July would be a nice little time frame. gives me enough time to give myself a little holiday, you know, so go up, have a little cocktail, and then straight back in and get to work then for summer, and then finish up now, and then finish up the summer with that fight in July and August, which would be a nice little time frame for me. Plus, I have time then afterwards from July to November, you know, to kind of just maybe kind of work on a couple of things and then improve just improve while there's nothing really going on. So yeah, the plan is 3 this year. So July, and after this one, July and November, and then we'll see what the stories go next year as well.
Brilliant. Just to wrap things up, I wanted to ask you about the nickname, the cat. Where did that come from?
Yeah, Chris called me the cat. Probably like the first month or two I was in the gym. You just seen the way I moved. I was real agile and quick. And obviously with the second name Mandu, it kind of rolled off the tongue, Taka the Mhandu.
Yeah.
So Chris kind of gave me that one nice and early. So it was a weird one. So like before your fight, you always expect yourself to, oh, I want to give myself a cool name like or something like that. Danger's not even a good one actually. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Danger's cringy, but like, you know, like, I mean, you expect yourself like to get like Iron Mike Tyson, but like I think it's almost better when someone else gives it to you and you just like, you know what, that actually sounds a lot better than like that I could have came up with. So yeah, it came from Chris quite early on.
Oh, yeah, yeah, no, it's a cool name. It's stands out from the pack. It stands up from
Definitely.
the pack. There's a pun for you.
Yeah,
Anyway, thank you so much for your time today, Taka. I really do appreciate it, especially considering you're in the midst of a weight cut right now. If there's any sort of like shout outs, or if you want to let people know where to find you on social media, floor is yours.
absolutely. Yeah. People can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Taka Mhandu, and the same handle on TikTok as well if you're on TikTok.
Brilliant. Best of luck in the upcoming fight.
Thank you very much, Frank. Thanks for your time, man.